and already got a partnership of 28.
Just showing that getting the ball in the right areas, as much as we've said how flat the wicket is and have questioned the condition of these wickets, that they've been too flat. There's still something in there for the bowlers if you run in and bend your back and put it in the right areas. It's a bit of a sort of cricket cliche, but this is evident in this test match. Nitin Menon standing in his third test match from India. He's our umpire from the city end, and standing at square leg as it stands, Alim Dar. 131 tests for him from Pakistan, so lots of experience for Alim Dar. Finds the edge, and Zimbabwe will take them wherever they will get them. It is wide of second slip, and Mutambodzi gets off the mark for this morning. Maybe a little bit streaky, but not worried. There's maybe a sign again of that tennis ball bounce, but have a look at that movement. He's caught him on the crease, found the outside edge, but unfortunately for Luckmal, right between second slip and gully.
Definitely been the most threatening of all the Sri Lankan bowlers. From test match number 1 to test match number 2, he's been good. He's got the ball to swing probably more than the other 3 seamers, including Rajitha, who's been left out of this test match.
3 slips in for Mutambodzi now. Maybe the horses bolted. They should have started with that. There's our extra officials on the left, Langton Raseri, our third umpire. Give us a wave, Langton. And on the right, Javagal Srinath, our match referee. He's pretending he can't hear us, but I know he can hear me. So again, as expected, good start from Luckmal, asking the right questions. He's got 2 to go past the bat. He's found the outside edge. And a single for Mutambodzi. And that one just a little bit straighter. Walter, not so sure if you had a look at the surface, but the end of day 1, a lot more scuff marks than we saw in the whole of test wicket, and probably due to the fact that this one's a little bit drier. The cracks are prominent as we saw in the first wicket. But like we said, I think that at the moment there's still a little bit in there for everyone. If you get in as a batsman, there's runs to be had. And if you get the balls in the right areas like this man, there's wickets to be had. There's a bit of tennis ball bounce though. He's pretending so he can't hear end of the first over on day 2, 357 for 6 Zimbabwe. So again, as expected, good start from Luckmal. Questions. He's got 2 to go past the bat. He's found the outside edge. And a single for Mutambodzi. And that one just a little bit. Walter, not so sure if you had a look at the surface, but the end of day 1, a lot more scuff marks than we saw in the whole of the first test wicket, and probably due to the fact that this one's a little bit drier. The cracks aren't as prominent as first wicket. But like we said, I think that at the moment there's still a little bit in there for everyone. Batsman, there's runs to be had. And if you get the balls in the right areas like this man, there's wickets to be had. There's a bit of tennis ball bounce though. He's pretending so he can't hear end of the first over on day 2, 357 for 6 Zimbabwe.
I think Zimbabwe did play well yesterday, and, especially when a batsman is prepared to use their feet. And when you bowl quicker, they to bring in the touch sweeps and the reverse sweep, and to do it so efficiently and so consistently well. It does put the bowling team under pressure, especially on conditions where you would expect your spinners to dominate. The seamers didn't bowl, weren't as threatening. I think probably the most threatening was Lakmal. He's been even in Test match number 1, because he just has the skills. He just seems to have the skill, and he can adjust to the conditions, and he's done that well thus far. Zimbabwe 361 for 6. So further to that, Dirk, I think also what Sri Lankans did very well in the first Test match was they quickly reacted to whatever Zimbabwe was doing. Spoke about how enterprising they were with their field sets, changing their fields probably 3-4 times per over in some instances, and it's sort of getting into the head to the head of the batsman. I thought they did that very well in the first Test match, but then again in the first Test match, the Sri Lankan bowlers weren't put under pressure as much as they were in this particular Test match, or at least on day 1. So different game, different day, different tactics. But I think at the end of the day, you've got to admit Zimbabwe played well. Brendan Taylor, when he was going, it was always going to be very difficult to tie him down in any way. I had a short chat with Brendan Taylor this morning about how he played spin. He says, yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed the way I played. Just concerned a little bit about the way he keeps falling over, and says, no, it's something I'll sort out. And no doubt, Brendan Taylor will sort out. He's a guy that's known to put in a lot of work. Comes out very early, even on a day when he was out yesterday, and I think he came out to bat today. Obviously, already his mind is on the second innings. Realizes as a senior player, very important for him to perform, very important for him to relieve the captain and make the job easy for the captain, Sean Williams, by scoring the runs, and the captain has been demanding that of